"Don't be reckless," the guardian cried. But the great sage gave him no chance to argue. He raised his golden hooped staff and struck. Wang Lingguan lifted his golden whip to meet the blow. There before the Lingxiao palace, the two collided in a fury of steel and spark. Heaven's last sentinel standing firm against the monkey's blazing rage. One fought with loyal heart and stainless name, the other with heaven-scorned ambition and defiant fame. The iron staff crashed brutal and heavy. The golden whip sang swift and sharp. One was the Tai Thunder Lord, avatar of divine retribution. The other, the Monkey King, a creature of wild rebellion. Two titans trading blows beneath the jade throne of heaven. Neither could gain the upper hand. Their weapons wove a storm of light across the marble courts of heaven, each strike ringing like thunder off the golden pillars. The staff and whips circled, clashed, and parted only to clash again. A duel so fierce the very halls trembled, yet neither champion yielded a single step. Then the Yushang Zhenjuan sent swift orders to the Thunder Palace, and 36 Thunder Generals came rushing to the fray. They ringed the great sage in a tightening circle, weapons gleaming, swords, spears, halberds, whips, maces, axes, and moon-bladed spears, a glittering wall of divine steel closing around the lone monkey in the heart of heaven. The great sage showed not a sliver of fear. With his single staff, he wove a whirlwind of defense, blocking left, parrying right, warding behind, meeting every blade before him. The thunder gods pressed in from all sides, their weapons flashing, yet his iron staff moved faster than thought, turning each lethal stroke aside. When a storm of blades grew thickest, he shook himself and transformed. 3 heads sprang from his shoulders, 6 arms burst forth, and his golden hooped staff multiplied into 3. 6 hands wielded 3 staves at once, spinning like a weaver's wheel, a blur of iron whirling so fast the air itself screamed. Round and round the 3 staves flew, a dazzling wheel of destruction at the very center of heaven's army. No thunder god could draw near. They staggered back, shields raised, weapons shattered, unable to breach that roaring sphere of iron. The great sage stood alone in the vortex, laughing, untouchable, the storm-made flesh. For he was something ancient and unbreakable, a shining jewel that fire could not burn nor water drown. Blades and halberds could not scratch him. He could choose good or evil, and in this hour he chose chaos. When good, he might become a Buddha or immortal. When wicked, he wore fur and horns. No heavenly soldier could seize him. The gods swarmed and shouted, stabbing wildly into the whirlwind, but none could touch him. The clash of iron and the roar of battle shook the highest towers of heaven. Order itself was unraveling. The Celestial Guard threw everything they had at this single monkey, and still they could not bring him down. The uproar finally reached the Jade Emperor upon his throne. Alarmed, he issued an urgent decree, sending 2 divine messengers, Yi Lingguan and Yixing Zhenjuan, speeding westward to the paradise of the West to beg the Buddha himself to come and subdue the unruly beast. The 2 messengers soared across the heavens and arrived before the Thunder Sound Temple on Spirit Mountain. They bowed to the 4 Vajra kings and 8 bodhisattvas guarding the gates, begging them to announce their arrival. Soon they were led to the jeweled lotus throne beneath the Buddha's seat, where they stood awaiting word. They bowed 3 times around the Buddha and stood humbly before his throne. "What brings you from the Jade Emperor?" the Buddha asked gently. Then the 2 messengers told the whole tale. The monkey born of stone, his rise to havoc, the failed heavenly campaigns, the stolen peaches and elixirs, and now this final rampage no force in heaven could quell. They recounted everything. The first rebellion, the title of Baimawen he scorned, the 100,000 soldiers who failed to capture him, Guanin's recommendation of Erlang, Laozi's diamond snare that finally brought him down, and how even the 8 trigrams furnace could not hold him. Now he raged unchecked, and the Jade Emperor begged the Buddha to save heaven. The Buddha heard it all and turned to the assembly of bodhisattvas. Sit steadily in your Dharma seats, he told them. Do not disturb your meditative stillness. I shall go and tame this demon and return. Then he called his disciples Ananda and Kashyapa to accompany him and left the Thunder Sound Temple behind. They arrived at the gates of the Lingshao Palace. The roar of battle was deafening. 36 thunder generals still circled the great sage in a frenzy. The Buddha issued his command. Cease your weapons, open your ranks, and let that monkey come forth. I would ask him what power he truly possesses. The generals obeyed and fell back. The great sage dropped his 6-armed form, shrank back to his true shape, and stalked forward, fury blazing in his golden eyes. Who are you, he snarled, to halt this battle